Hey folks, welcome back to another Paul Massive video, and today we're going to check out Misty and Psyduck, the new free-to-play sport. Oh, actually, I actually do have the power-ups to 5-star it. I don't have the copies to 5 out of 5 just yet. Obviously, this event takes some stamina, and I don't have that much stamina, right? But we do have enough, at least for a 5-star, so there's that. Let me, again, go do this first. So, yeah. The first swimsuit all in the game. And she's a defensive support, right? And since it's a defense support, I thought we'd go for this first one, the sync move quickly, and then give the opponents offensive parameters so we could, you know, just see how much or how well she could help our team overall, right? With these defense supports. So I'm gonna run against Waterweak Bruno with obviously Kyogre and Swampert. This is not in any way, shape, or form an ideal team comp, right? Again, we're just trying to test out Misty. Obviously, we would generally run something like a Roxanne in here instead, but here's the grid that I'm going for. Just MP refresh on potions, duck and cover MP refresh, and then water gun move gauge refresh 9. Right, so there's a lot of great things there. The MP refresh on the training move, which could give you more defense, because I mean, there's only one MP on the training move, and then it only gives you like +2 on each defenses. So obviously that's not great, right? So you're hoping to get MP refreshes on it at least. So, all right, we get hit by a Twister. We got MP refresh here. Ah, see, that's the unfortunate thing with units who like only have like 1 MP on their moves. Like, even if they do have an MP refresh, if you don't get that, you know, the first time, you're kind of screwed. So I'd much rather have, you know, units who have 2 MP but like a lower MP refresh than, you know, maybe a higher MP refresh but they have like what, only 1 MP to begin with, right? So, yeah, overall, honestly, I gotta say, after, you know, trying her out, I don't like this unit at all, unfortunately. Like, don't get me wrong, I love, you know, Psyduck's great, the outfit is a good precedent, I guess, right? The alt's nice, it's free, which is the most, you know, important part, right? And I'm not saying it's like a terrible unit, it's just, I feel like nowadays, like, what I really don't like about this unit is how a lot of the time it's just doing nothing, right? You have to like passively wait for the opponent to hurt your team until you could do anything. Like, when that's not happening, when your team is just rolling through the opponent, you're just sitting there not doing anything, you're just passing turns, right? Unlike a lot of I guess modern supports, for example, you know, like Kiawe or Bugsy Scythe or whatever, right? Like, when you're not supporting, you're at least doing something else. Zamazenta, right? When you're not using your trainer move, you're not using your potions, you're not using your whatever, you're still either doing damage, debuffing the opponent, or statusing them, or doing whatever this and that. And with Misty, when you're not, you know, when you're not using your trainer moves, you're not healing, you're just not doing it. Like, even Morty, right? Even Morty, which is basically, you know, BP version of Lily, right? Or not Lily. Misty. Forgive me. It's like it's 5 in the morning right now. I've been recording all night. But yeah, who's basically, you know, BP version Misty, right? Like, when you're done buffing, at least you could like confuse and try to flinch your opponent consistently. Oh, fine. Okay, there we go. Got MP refresh this time. So you consistently, you know, have stuff that you're doing that you're helping out the team with. Water gun, I'm not saying it doesn't help at all, because you do get like the move gauge refresh 9, which is nice. You're guaranteed, you know, 1 move gauge back, but it's not that much that you're doing out there, right? So I understand this is, yeah, more so for like new players, which is fine, right? But it's just, I don't know, like, I'm not even saying it's a bad unit, I'm not even saying it's like weak or whatever. or it doesn't have its uses. It has its uses. It's just very boring to play with, right? Like even the regular Misty, I find a bit more interesting overall. At least the regular Misty, you have like other things that you could do with. You could, for example, you could run a pretty mad, you know, offensive grid as well, right? I guess you could also run a Sync Nuke grid with Misty, which by the way, or this Misty. Once I do get 5 out of 5, so we could power it up as much as we can. I'm gonna go ahead and run a Sync Nuke build with the Psyduck and see what happens. Oh yeah, also speaking of, well not speaking, but since I used potions, reminded me. I don't know why they didn't give Misty Master Healer too. Like again, Misty doesn't really do much. She just buffs your defenses, and then she heals you, right? I guess cures your, you know, status, but like the big thing is buff defense, you know, heal / cure you, and like your potion doesn't have it only has Master Healer 1. It's not like Master Healer 2 is like that big of a deal, or like, you know, that rare of a thing to have, but for some reason they don't have it. I don't know what's going on over there, but yeah, it's a fan favorite unit. People like it, right? I mean, like who doesn't like, you know, Misty, right? That's a very weird you know, thing if you don't like Misty at all. Obviously being in the anime, all that stuff, very popular gym leader overall. Psyduck's very lovable Pokemon. But her kit is just not very, interesting. It's like it's like you have like 2 units there doing stuff, and then you have someone else just here waiting. Which again, I'm not faulting it. I mean, it's a defensive, but like even other defensive units, they're doing stuff, right? More pure defensive units. So, you know, for example, like Dawn, right? Like you're debuffing the opponents. You're constantly debuffing the opponents, you know, attack. You're doing actually solid chip damage in comparison to Misty, right? Or I don't know, like Venusaur or whatever, right? I mean, you know, you're also a big healer. But Venusaur doesn't just sit there and wait until your whole team, you know, gets low enough and you need to heal them. Venusaur also spams a Razor Leaf and debuffs the opponent's defenses, helps your, you know, opponent, or help your team do stuff, right? Like these moves do things. Like again, Water Gun, the move gauge refresh 9 is nice. It's just not like Skyla has that, right? Skyla has Gust move gauge refresh 9, but Skyla could also have staggering on it. It could also flinch at the same time, right? If you want to build that build, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like super interesting. Again, solid unit, especially, you know, if you are starting out, don't have too much. Definitely grind her out, right? I mean, it's free. Like, why not? I wouldn't say this is a really great unit to EX, even though she does have an EX, right? I'd say there's definitely a lot of supports that are probably better overall, right? But she's not bad. She's helpful if you need something like this. I don't know. I'm just like disappointed. It's just not very fun. However, what could be fun is if we do eventually get that 5 out of 5 and we could run a Sync Nuke build with this. So yeah, make sure you guys check back on the channel for that, because that will actually be fun. And sorry if I sound a little tired, because I am tired. I don't know. It's been like, despite me getting shafted on the Lily banner, it was a nice anniversary. I had fun. I played with, you know, my friends, played co-op, enjoyed the game. Just really good vibes overall. I don't know. I thought it's a fine anniversary. Anniversary's great. I'm enjoying it. You can't tell me to not, you know, not enjoy it. Have fun, folks. Happy anniversary, and I'm going to head to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have some more videos tomorrow.